Hi, Davi here, and today we have a new episode in the art session series. And I think I'm starting with a new color this time. So I decided to go for like a yellow orange. Now, I was also using a watercolor brush, but I noticed I did have trouble doing this sketch a bit, only because it took a while for me to build up a value that was somewhat solid. I mean, yeah, I like the effects, the sort of wash like effect, but if I'm trying to do like a quick sketch, I did realize with this episode that um, it, it, it's not a bad thing to use, but it can slow down my painting because I have to do or repeat the same stroke multiple times. I did have this a bit with the past two episodes, but the opacity wasn't as strong, or just basically a little more solid, so it didn't take me too many strokes. Sorry, to build up some kind of solid value. But here you can see me, it's like I'm shading with pencil. Yeah, it's like a watercolor. It has like a texture to it, but I'm almost drawing with like multiple strokes, and it can get tired. Even if it's like a very short sketch, short art session, it can get tiring repeating the same stroke over and over again. Um, but it looks cool if you want like a watercolor effect. Maybe that excites you, right? And you just feel very watercolor washy that day, then fine. You can always revisit your artwork later and make it more like solid, more opaque. But for me, in this case, I like doing these. Like what I've learned from doing these short art sessions, where I sort of paint something within 10 minutes, 5 minutes, around that range, is I get to realize what tools work for me the best, or and not just that, but how I paint, right? And what kind of approach works best for this kind of format, like quick sort of sessions. Kind of like in the first episode, or sorry, in the I think an episode or two episodes ago, I realized that it's better if I paint in these sessions instead of draw, because my drawing skills, I feel like I need to be a bit more slow, and if I'm rushing it, if I have like a time limit, especially with the kind of time limit I have, like 5 maybe 10 minutes, it doesn't like I have less room for mistakes, and the pressure can get to me, I think. So I'd rather just do what I'm doing now, where I'm focused more on like painting, which means I'm going to be focused on like values, maybe shapes, but not so much on like contour lines, right? So you can see me here adding a bit of like teeth and some gums to this guy. It's like a mecha, but at the same time like creature. So it's inspired a little bit by the Evangelion mecha design, where it's part bionic, part, what I'm saying it right? Part like organic, part mecha. And check out some designs by Nivan Chantara. I think he does a similar thing where it's like a mechanical thing on the outside, but on the inside there are some organic parts. I do like the way the background was done, right? That wash like effect. It looks really cool. But I will admit, even if I'm seeing myself draw this in the past, I still remember the feeling of getting a little bit frustrated trying to build up a value, just because it takes so many strokes. Now, if you're using multiple brushes, you have like this brush and then like an opaque brush, it may work. But for me, when I'm limiting myself to just one brush for like each of these sketches, I don't know, probably not a good idea. But for like a full illustration where you can express yourself via brush variety, and you have like a longer time to experiment and play around with your brush strokes, sure. But in the end, it wasn't a totally bad sketch. It was okay. I felt it looked a bit fun. And starting with, I think in the beginning I started with pink, or I forgot to change the color, so I used the same color I had for the previous like sketch. Just check out the previous video. But somehow I decided for this session to focus more on a yellow orange kind of vibe. Yeah, you can see me do it now. I forgot to change the color. And just having a new color, just it can like change something, right? Because since I'm using pretty much the same format, where it's like portrait mode, kind of canvas size, I mean, I am changing things. For example, with the brush I'm using, it's different from the last session where it's a totally different brush. So there's that. But I'm also adding a new change, a new sort of stimulus. Oh wow, big word, to the environment, and that would be the change of the hue or the color. I am still using black. I'm not afraid to use black in my like sketches. I think it's a very strong like value, and it kind of solid. It's a very like solidifying foundational thing. Like if you don't have like a dark value, it doesn't have to be totally black, but if you don't have something dark, in my case, sometimes I feel like the sketch can like fly away from me almost. Like it's just harder to like it doesn't feel like it has a weight. So I think it's more of a comfort thing and or a preference thing. And I think artists like, because there's watercolor guy named Alvaro Castagnet. Castagnet is a spelling, Castagnet something. I think I'm saying it right or spelling it right, but I've seen him use some darker values in his work to the point where I think he uses black. And I think I got confidence, or I got that approach from where I was inspired to use more like darker values, basically like to the point where it's just black, from that kind of approach from Alvaro. And yeah, because there's just something bold about it, and obviously it's a very contrasting thing. You know, you compare that black or those black marks like the white canvas in the background, you automatically have contrast, and you can just push and pull. You can add more blacks, add more whites, add more color to dilute both the black and white. So it's like a back and forth. It's like a conversation, you know, like who should dominate more in this area? Should there be more contrast, more focus, or should there be less, right? But it's easier to have the conversation when you already have both of the extremes. In this case, the lightest value and the darkest value. The lightest value being white, and the darkest value being, you know, like black or something. I notice how I'm not really that focused into or with details. I'm very impressionistic, as you can see with the way I paint or sketch. It's like, this is who I am. You know, I'm just a sketcher, painter, and I enjoy this more. Even though I could feel, and well, it's not that I feel bad, but it's because I do enjoy a lot of artists' work, and a lot of their work can be somewhat clean, very efficient, and it's not always painterly. Sometimes it's like very smooth. It's almost as if it was like rendered in 3D or painted with an airbrush. Like it has a very like clean aesthetic. I like those artworks too, but in some artworks don't even have like that much texture in their work. It's like a basic round brush. So you know, I do enjoy a lot of styles, but because I'm not those types, sometimes I think there's like a conflict there where I feel like what I'm doing is wrong. I mean, I don't totally believe this because I do enjoy what I'm doing, but the point is, if you're inspired by so many artists, I think you can't help but not think of this a little bit sometimes. But I do enjoy quite a bit of artists. Obviously, my favorite like style or approach would be the more painterly types, the more impressionistic, the more expressive, sometimes borderline abstract styles. Yeah, not a bad sketch. It's not a bad sketch. I really did enjoy the background, like that light gray. It looks very like watercolor-esque, and leaving those areas like just white in some like parts. I think that was a nice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave the episode here. Hopefully you enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.